Today, we'll be taking a tour of Mills College at Northeastern University, Northeastern's Oakland campus in the San Francisco Bay Area. I'll take you on a fairly extensive tour of the grounds, including academic buildings and residence halls. Keep in mind that this tour was recorded on a Sunday afternoon right before finals week, so the university may look a little bit underpopulated. We'll start at the entrance on the outside at MacArthur Boulevard, just south of the exit 25 interchange of Interstate 580. Outside the gate, there is a AC Transit bus stop with service to the 57 and NL lines. 57 is a local bus service that takes you through Oakland and into Emeryville, while the NL takes you on a limited service to San Francisco's Salesforce Transit Center near Embarcadero. As we walk into the campus, the first thing you'll notice on the right is the Northeastern University Security Gate. The security gate is the first point of entry for all incoming pedestrians and drivers, regardless of whether they are part of the university or not. They must show identification to come further into campus. Now, if you'd like to follow along with this tour, please be sure to check the link in the description to take you to a Northeastern Oakland Campus Map, where you can find all of the buildings and the walking path that I will be taking. We'll reach our first intersection, which is between Richards Road and Underwood Avenue. Underwood Avenue leads up towards residential halls, but we'll stay on Richards Road for now, and then later in the video we'll end it off by going up towards Underwood Avenue. As I cross this road and continue further into Richards Road, on the left is the soccer field. The soccer field is used by Northeastern's club men and women soccer teams, as well as the general public, as long as they show identification. As we continue down Richards Road, on the right side you'll see the Mills College Chapel, which is our next stop. Although I'm not aware of any events that usually occur here, the Mills Chapel is a very beautiful space and has an amazing interior. Our next stop on the left is the Walter A. Haas Pavilion. Haas Pavilion is the central fitness center for all Northeastern Oakland students and for the general public pending identification. The pavilion itself houses a fitness center, gymnasium, and dance studios, and just behind it lie the aquatic center and tennis courts. Again, both of these facilities are open to use by the general public. The tennis courts feature 6 separate tennis courts, with the last 2 having pickleball markings. Haas Pavilion also houses all of the offices for the athletic faculty. Now, right next to Haas Pavilion is President's Meadow, which is a large green space with soccer goals. On the other side of Richards Road is the Littlefield Concert Hall and the Music Building. The Littlefield Concert Hall is a huge seated venue and often the location for orientation and any major campus events. The Music Building, while it doesn't hold any instructional or educational classrooms, is full of rehearsal and practice rooms for people to practice their instruments. We'll continue further down Richards Road, and our first residential hall on the left is Orchard Meadow Residential Hall. For the fall 2024 semester, it was home to Oakland scholars, so students who would stay in Oakland for their entire first year. Orchard Meadow features singles and doubles, and their living style has a communal bathroom style, so everyone on the floor will share the same communal bathroom. Once we've reached this point, we'll take a look back at what we've crossed so far. So far, we've come in off of MacArthur Boulevard and into Richards Road, past the security gate, past the intersection with Underwood Avenue, past the concert hall and the music building, the Haas Pavilion and the chapel, and Orchard Meadow on our left. We'll continue down Richards Road. Our next stop on the left is our first academic building, which is the Laurie I. Loki Graduate School of Business. While opposite to what its name suggests, it is not home to only graduate business students. It also houses many classes of a range of different subjects. It has many classrooms inside and a larger lecture hall style classroom, and is one of the newer buildings on campus. There are also study spaces for both undergrad and graduate students. Now, if we look directly opposite Richards Road, there's another building, the Cowell Building and the Division of Student Life. This building houses the offices for the faculty who will be running the Division of Student Life and ensure that Oakland students have an excellent time while they are in the Bay Area. At this point, we've reached the end of Richards Road. So we'll spin around and take a look back at what we've passed so far. We've come in through the security gate, past the intersection with Underwood Avenue, past the athletic facilities, the chapel, the concert hall and the music building, Orchard Meadow, and the Graduate School of Business, as well as Cowell. Our next stop directly ahead of us is known as the T, and that is the intersection of Richards Road and Kapiolani Road. This is the center point of the campus and kind of the main area where the campus congregates, and from here also leaves, as you'll see on the right of your screen, the Northeastern Campus Shuttle. The Northeastern Shuttle is run by Northeastern University in partnership with We Drive You and TripShot, and they drop students off to 5 or 6 different locations across Oakland and Berkeley, including but not limited to Lakeshore, Rockridge, 51st and Broadway, which is a shopping complex, 2 stops in Berkeley near the University of California, Berkeley, and on weekends a stop at the Jack London Ferry stop in the Jack London neighborhood of Oakland. We'll continue down the pedestrian path and take our way into the center of campus, and on our right is Lisser Hall and the Visitor Center. Lisser Hall has a huge auditorium-style hall, as well as the Visitor Center for prospective students who may want to tour the campus grounds. Now we'll continue walking through this little plaza and towards the center of campus, and on our other side will be the F.W. Olin Library, which is the central library for all students on campus. Aside from having loads of books, the library also has a circulation desk, a book room, a seminar room, and reservable private study rooms, as well as a multitude of study spaces across the 2 floors. We'll turn right and continue going down the pedestrian path and over the little stream that runs through the middle of campus. The green space that you're seeing in front of you and to the right is Holmgren Meadow, which is bounded by Mills Hall, the Natural Sciences Building, and Rothwell Student Center. Holmgren Meadow is a huge open space in the middle of campus and a perfect place to unwind in the sun after your classes have finished. We'll continue down the same path that we were walking, and directly to our left is the Rothwell Student Center. This is a huge congregating point for students, as it has a place to eat, a place to study, and a place to just hang out. The Student Center comprises of a tech lab, the tea shop, which is one of our 2 dining areas, a mail and copy center, a theater, many lounges and centers, as well as Cafe Susie and the Husky store. It also features a huge plaza with a waterfall and many places to sit outside and eat. Let's head into Rothwell Student Center. On the left, you'll see the Prieto Tech Lab, which is where you can go for any help with any technology or devices. Directly ahead of us is the main event of the Student Center, which is known as the Tea Shop. The Tea Shop is one of 2 different dining locations for students on campus, and the Tea Shop has 5 different locations: a coffee shop, a Mexican shop, a burger place, a sandwich place, and a rotating menu innovation kitchen style place that you can get food from. The Tea Shop you can order from the Tea Shop using the Grubhub app, and there are 2 rooms inside where you can sit and study for the entire day. To pay for the meals here, students have an allotted dining dollars amount that they get when they first pay for the tuition of the program. Usually this range is between $500 and $650 per semester. Now just behind the tea shop is the Mail and Copy Center, which is the central point to send any packages or letters out of the campus. Receiving big packages also occurs here. If you're receiving smaller, more normal sized packages, that will likely happen at the package lockers that are located on the other side of Rothwell Student Center or in the Mary Morse Student Residence Hall. On the other side of the Student Center, I want to draw your attention to Cafe Susie, which is another location to grab a quick bite or any necessities, toiletries that you might need, as well as the Husky Store, which is a store filled with Northeastern merch. Now we'll continue down the same pedestrian path that we were walking on before, all the way to its end, where we will find the Natural Sciences Building. The Natural Sciences Building is home to a multitude of classrooms across its 2 floors, and some of them being lab-style classrooms for those science classes that you are bound to have while you're on the Oakland campus. Don't be fooled by its name, though. There are not only science classes in here, a range of subjects take place in this building. The next thing we'll do is make a right in front of the Natural Sciences Building and head to this next little path. This path will take us around Homeground Meadow and down to the Oval. The first hall that you'll see on our left is Sage Hall. Sage Hall houses a couple of the departments that you might need while you're at Northeastern, including Husky Card and dining services, and it also includes the Test Accommodation Center. So if you need an accommodation for test taking purposes, this is where you would come to take the test. The next location that we'll see is the Oval, which is another circular part that is surrounded by different halls. This one being surrounded by Mills Hall, Carnegie Hall, the CPM building, and Stern Hall. The Oval is connected to Capilani Road, but the first building we'll look at on our right is Mills Hall. Mills Hall is one of the oldest, if not the oldest, and center point building of the Oakland campus. It was built in 1871 and houses multiple lecture and lab style rooms as well as many administrator offices. The building itself was restored by Northeastern when they took it over from Mills College back in 2022 and is just visually appealing and breathtaking. We'll turn to our left and walk alongside the Oval. The first 2 buildings that you'll see on the left are the Writing and Tutoring Center, which is a part of Carnegie Hall. Carnegie Hall houses not only the Writing and Tutoring Center, but also the Career Connections and Experiential Learning, or CCEL, office, which is where you can go to get any advice on your career or experiential learning while at Northeastern. They provide consultations about your LinkedIn account, resumes, cover letters, etc. So I would highly encourage you to go have a meeting with one of their advisors at least once while you're on the Oakland campus. We'll continue walking around the Oval. The next thing you'll see that stands out is the El Campanil clock tower, which is a bell tower that is built right next to the CPM building. It does ring every 15, 30, 45, and on the hour of every hour, and you can hear it throughout campus. It is adjacent to the CPM building, which is a building that contains lecture halls, classrooms, the Student Health Center, and the Central Security Office. So if you have any security concerns, that's where you would go. It is a outdoor style building, so the entrances to the classrooms are completely outdoors. There are no hallways like there would be in GSB or in the Natural Sciences building. We'll make our way to the other side of the oval. We're now on the other side of Mills Hall, and the end that is closest to Lucy Stern Hall. Lucy Stern Hall is another academic hall that features one lecture room and multiple classrooms. However, usually in my experience, only 2 or 3 of them are actually in use. As Lucy Stern is a fully outdoor building where the entrances to the classrooms are fully outdoor, we'll go ahead and walk through it so you can see what the inside, in quotation marks, looks like. Now, just under the exit sign at the end of the hallway, you'll see a road. That is Kapiolani Road. That is the main intersection with the road that has the main intersection with Richards Road, just a little while to the right. We've come out the left side of Lucy Stern. In front of us is Kapiolani Road. To the right of us will be the Cowell Building and the T, which is where the blinking lights of the shuttle will be visible, as well as the rest of the Stern Building, so you know where we are. I want to bring your attention to something on the left, which is this pathway that you see directly in the middle of the screen. The pathway leads up, it's quite hilly, but it leads up to the Mary Morse, Ethel Moore apartments and townhouses. It is one of the primary way for students who reside in those residential buildings to get between the rest of the main campus and where their dorms are. Now that we've finished kind of this side of campus, we're going to head back towards the T and explore the other side of the campus, where we'll see more of the residence halls and Founders Commons dining hall. Now we're back at the T. You can see that that's Lisser Hall, and on the left is the library. We've come down Richards Road, which is what you're seeing in the middle of your screen, past Orchard Meadow and the athletic facilities and the Graduate School of Business. Now, previously we had gone through the 2 Northeastern logos and down into the pedestrian-only path into the center of campus. This time we're going to make a hard left and just go along Kapiolani Road, which in between the Graduate School of Business and the library towards Warren-only Residence Hall. This next intersection that you're going to see is between Kapiolani Road and Post Road. Keep that in mind because we'll be walking down Post Road in just a short while. On our left is Warren-only Residence Hall, which is another residence hall. For the fall 2024 semester, it was home to Global Scholar students, so it is completely empty as those students are now on their way to London. Warren-only features singles and doubles in a communal dorm-style living, where each person has to share the communal bathroom on their floor. At the end of Kapiolani Road, you'll see the complex of the Aaron Art Center, which is about 5 or 6 different buildings, and the Aaron Art Museum, as well as the XR and VR lab. On our right is one of the buildings, Aaron Art Center A. From my experience, that's where I had one of my classes in a large lecture hall that could take about 60 to 80 people. Now we're going to go back to that intersection at Post Road and Kapiolani Road. You'll see Warren-only on our left and the Aaron Art Center at the end of the road. Here's a look back into Kapiolani Road down by the T and the Graduate School of Business. But we're going to head down Post Road over the little stream and down this way behind the Rothwell Student Center, which is what you'll see on the right. That building with the white walls and the red top is the Rothwell Student Center. So we're essentially on the other side of it. Now, the last academic building that we're going to go through is the Vera M. Long Building for the Social Sciences, which contains one large classroom, usually used for first-year writing, and many faculty offices for many of the social science faculty here on the Northeastern Oakland campus. We're now going to continue up this hill on our left, which is known as the Founders Hill. Founders Hill contains 3 different residence halls, the White Hall, Reinhardt Hall, and Eggy Hall, as well as Founders Commons, which is our primary dining hall on campus. Our first residence hall that we'll come across on the right is the Reinhardt Residence Hall, which was home to Oakland scholars in the fall 2024 semester, so people who were there for the full year. This residence hall features suite style living, so 3 rooms have a private bathroom. On our left is White Hall, which was home to global scholars in the fall 2024 semester, so that is now empty as these students have gone to London. Again, like Reinhardt, White has suite style living, so 3 rooms to a private bathroom. Now the big windowed building that you see in front of you is Founders Commons, and that is the primary dining hall for the Oakland campus. Founders Commons is available to students by way of a swipe. You either come onto campus with unlimited swipes, or I think about 225 swipes for a semester. It has 2 levels, the top level being general food, including a pizza bar and a rotating kitchen every day, and the bottom level has more seating and an area just for desserts. Our last residence hall on the Founders Hill is Eggy Hall, which you'll see on your left. Like Reinhardt and White halls, they are suite style living, so it's 3 rooms to a private bathroom. Eggy is home to Oakland Scholar students for the fall 2024 semester, so this hall is full of students who will be here for the entire year. Now we'll go back to the main intersection between Richards Road and Underwood Avenue. Remember how I said before we were going to go up Underwood Avenue at the end of the video and check out the other residences? That's what we're going to do now. On the right, you'll see the security gate. We're going to cross Richards Road and head up Underwood Avenue. Now the first collection of buildings that you'll see on our right are the Courtyard Townhouses. This is one of the residence options for full year students for the fall 2024 semester. This is townhouse style living, so it's about 6 to 8 people to one townhouse, which includes a bathroom and a communal kitchen and living area. For the fall 2024 semester, this housed Oakland scholars. We'll continue down Underwood Avenue, and on our right, the next 3 buildings that you'll see are part of Underwood Apartments. This is apartment style living, so it's about 6 to 8 people to each unit. They all share a bathroom and have a communal kitchen and living area. There's buildings A, B, and C visible along Underwood Avenue. For the fall 2024 semester, it was home to Oakland scholars, so students who were here the entire year. Now we'll continue down Underwood Avenue. To the right, you'll see a road that leads to the Mills Community Farm, as well as a beautiful view overlooking Lake Merritt and the rest of the San Francisco Bay. On our left is the Prospect Hill Apartments, which is another apartment-style housing on the campus, similar to Underwood Apartments, but this is just one building, 6 to 8 people per unit. They all share a bathroom, a communal kitchen, and living space. For the fall 2024 semester, this was home to Oakland scholars, so students who would be here the entire year. And our last stop on this 24-minute tour is Mary Morse Residence Hall, which is you'll see at the end of this road. Mary Morse Residence Hall is a Global Scholars Hall for the fall 2024 semester, so it is now completely empty as all those students have moved to London. Mary Morse has doubles and triples for the students, and like Warren Only and Orchard Meadow is dorm-style living, so each student must share the communal bathroom in the hallway. And that brings me to the end of my tour. Thank you for watching and thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed and I hope you found this informative. I know for a lot of students this was not your first choice. I'm sure many of you wanted to go to Boston, but please do give Oakland a chance. It's a beautiful campus. You're in an amazing area. I know Oakland, California is not the most amazing area when you first come to think of it, but be vigilant, stay alert, make sure you always travel in groups. I personally was out late. I was on the bus system, I was on the BART system, I was on all types of public transit, all hours of the day, and I found it perfectly safe as long as I was traveling with at least one other person. And there's a lot of cool things to see in the San Francisco area. So just take it slow, take it easy, be sure to explore, be sure to travel in groups, and you're going to have a great time. It is not a boring campus at all. There is a lot to do, maybe not on campus, but a lot in the area. So have fun at the Oakland campus and have fun exploring the San Francisco Bay Area.